Please welcome our final presenter tonight, David Hyde. David, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Would you like me to make the microphone higher?
Pardon? Oh, no, that's okay. I'll just bend down a bit. That's fine. I have been in America for about 6.5 weeks now. I'm a collections assistant here at the museum. I'm here till August, and I thought it'd be fun to do a little presentation about the differences that I've come across so far. The culture's pretty much the same, but there are a few differences, and I hope to make this a fun and, as it says, fun and informative guide. The first thing is flags. Yeah, flags are everywhere here. You just don't get that in England. There are some flags on big buildings like Buckingham Palace, but here it's designed so that you really can't be anywhere in town without seeing flags. I don't know why, but you know, it's a nice bit of patriotism, but it seems a little bit excessive when there's one building and 3 flags 5 feet apart. But coffee and tea, everyone drinks coffee. And people that drink tea, they'll have herbal tea or other kinds of tea, not regular tea. If you go to Dottie's Cafe, there's a huge list of different types of coffee you can get, not tea. Or at least if just like tea's written just in a very small print somewhere. The brand names, some brand names are different. I don't know why. Why Lynx decide to call themselves Axe here is anyone's guess. TJ Maxx and TK Maxx, we have a shop called TJ Hughes, which does similar sort of stuff, so that's the reason I think that might be different. Peanut butter. This is huge here. It's really not that big in England at all. You can get it, but peanut butter is America. Peanut butter M&Ms, I didn't know they existed, but pretty much any brand, there is a peanut butter variety, and I don't know why. Fresh sandwiches. If you go to any cafe or like to go out for lunch, you order a sandwich and it's just made for you then and there. There really aren't that many places, nor any I've seen in Pittsfield actually, where you can buy pre-packaged sandwiches, which is sort of what I'm looking for, because that would be a quick in, quick out. But no, sometimes I'm like waiting like 10, 15, maybe more for a sandwich being made. I guess it's better for you, but it's also a bit more expensive. But portion size. I went to New York City when I flew in, and I had a pizza, and like 14 inches is small. No, it isn't. And a lava cake at Friendly's, that's got to be a calorie intake for a week, maybe more. Foreign cuisine, it's really big in England to go out for Indian. If you go out to any of the big cities, you'll see lots of places to buy Indian food. Here it's all Mexican, and I hope some of it's better than Hot Harry's. Although, you know, they do some good stuff. I'll be honest, I do like their quesadilla, but I've heard it's not the best on the market. Tipping culture, we do tip in England, we do, but it's more like a 10% and at your discretion. Here it's sort of like, you might as well just add the tip onto the cost of whatever it is you're buying, because you have to tip. I just don't see why they don't pay waitresses more to start with, really. You know, they do a hard enough job, why not they have a decent salary to start with? Spelling, there are a few differences. You like to do E and R the other way round. And you really don't seem to like U's, you just completely drop them. It's like, we don't need that. Word meanings. This is a place not too far from where I live. It's a place where you would go to get like a newspaper, magazines, or cigarettes. So I just wonder what would happen if you walked on the streets of Pittsfield and saw fags and mags. I don't know what you'd be expecting to find in there. Sorry about this one, Craig, but this is the one word that really does annoy me. I mean, I am fine with you saying other things differently, but Craig, it's like, Craig is the actual name. It's like an A and I-A sound. But you all guys say Craig, right? Now, Greg is a completely different name, but Craig is like a mixture of the two, and it's nothing. The date. Someone hopefully will be able to explain to me why you go from the intermediate to the smallest to the largest, whereas we go from the smallest intermediate to the largest, and as far as I'm aware, so does the rest of the world. So 9/11 is actually 11/9. Driving in cars, this is a big difference. Obviously, there's obvious ones where your driver's seat is on the other side, you're driving on the side of the road. We don't have this right on red, and that's nearly caught me out a couple of times. And the cars are just much, much bigger. Like, there's no hatchback cars at all here. I gather that you guys are really upset about the cost of your gas and petrol. Well, don't move to England, because you'll find that yours is like about 55% cheaper. So, could be worse. Yeah, supermarket baggers. These, I appreciate what these are for. It's they have a clear purpose, and it's for old people to get jobs laid on. But when I'm at the till, I'm standing there, and I just feel helpless. It's like I could pack my own bag if you want, but you just get supposed to do it. Housing, you guys have got much bigger houses. On the right is what you'd probably get in England, and on the left is pretty much every house here is detached, and you get much more for your money here. So I do envy that a little bit. Yeah, this is a good slide. Nights out. I don't know that nights out in America are this bad. I have a friend in New York that tells me it's not, and she, I met her last year in England, but boozy Britons drink the most alcohol in Europe. It's a pretty damning statistic. And yeah, those pictures are something you would see on most Friday, Saturday nights. America is a secular country. You don't have a designated religion, but we do. We have the Church of England. But the irony is that the USA is actually a lot more religious than we are, particularly the South, or so I've heard. But I haven't been there yet, so we'll see. And this one. Yeah, you guys hate the idea of a monarchy, but you love our monarchy. So I don't know how that works. Everyone says like, oh yeah, I watched the royal wedding. It was really, really nice. It's like, but I'd never have a monarchy, you guys are really keen on your presidents, but you see, we are a democracy too. The king or queen does not actually rule England or do anything much. And that's me out. Thank you very much.